Alright, hello everyone, welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern fan channel. We made it. It's Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. 24 days till the UCL restarts, baby. 24 days. We can't wait, man. I can't freaking wait. But while we're on that, Bayern Munich, Bayern's board, not Hassan Salamans. It's actually Karl-Heinz Rummenigge this time. Talking to France Football, he said a few things that I happily agree with. Talked about a few French players, but most importantly, he talked about Bayern's future transfer ambitions. Okay? He talked about how we're ambitious, and I'm gonna read them out to you, and then we'll make jokes about it and talk about how unambitious Bayern always are and never spend money. Alright, let's get into it. So, talking to France Football, he said we'll try to save money. I assume that the next window will be quieter than the years before. I feel like I've memorized what he said exactly. So, economically, the effects of the crisis will be felt next season. All clubs will suffer losses. The next season will be a real challenge. So, he's basically saying exactly what the world is going to see. I think the economic ramifications of this little condition we have in the world right now is going to be felt really next season, when a lot of clubs are going to have to figure out how they're going to maintain certain things. I'm not exactly sure what he means by all the losses, but it still will be a challenge next season, especially when you're trying to integrate fans back into the stadiums. So later on, he said on Bayern's upheaval, the older players. So he said we only have 2 players over 30. That would be Neuer and Lewandowski in the first 11, of course. But Muller's 32, so, well, 30 as well. Not 32. He's 32, but he's 30 as well. But they have our two best players. We have to expand our squad with the tight schedules that await us. So we have to expand that squad. We hope to have other successes like Davies. That's the key word. Successes like Davies. We want players for the future more than big names. I agree with that 100%. I think right now in this window, he's basically saying Bayern will make more signings. I'm not exactly sure in what positions, but we can almost assume that's going to be the right back position, and also maybe possibly a midfielder, depending on if Thiago leaves. Speaking on Thiago, it gets drier and drier. Maybe because he's on vacation and there hasn't been any progression with the clubs that are seeking for him. But it looks as if he might stay, but we never know. At the same time that Bayern's worried about signing new players, we also have to keep Alaba and Thiago, who are literally almost undisputed starters when they're all in form. So right now we have a little bit of a dilemma. We have a contract situation of players that want to be here, but you can tell they could see themselves out of here. It's a very interesting situation. I'm not exactly sure how all of this unravels over the next couple of weeks. I think before the Champions League starts, I'd like to have the contract situation at least somewhat sorted, or I'd just like to know where the progression is. And I think that's the most important thing for people. I don't think full stadiums next season. You don't think so? I mean, I think there will be maybe 20,000 people or 50,000 for Bayern, because it's still a very big stadium that you want to fill. So why would Man United... Why are y'all flickering? I don't know. That makes no sense. Denmark tried Copenhagen versus Brøndby. I don't really care. Sorry. I just really not interested. Well, PSG had a game with 5,000 people in it. It was a friendly because the French government allowed it to happen, which is weird because France was heavily hit by this. So how are they the first country to have people in the stadiums for such a useless game as well? It's not even like a Champions League semi-final or something like that. But what Karl-Heinz Rummenigge is basically saying is that Bayern wants successes like Alphonso Davies. Now, we all know it's not every single day you're going to get a player like Davies at the price you did and at the resurgence he had. You're just not going to do that. You're not going to always hit that exact jackpot. But I do understand where he's coming from. I mean, look, if Davies is doing what he's doing, his value is constantly rising. The club are going to be loving it. Oh, the money symbols, Mr. Krabs money. Every time Mr. Krabs thinks of SpongeBob, he's just like, free labor, and then there's a money sign coming up on his eyes. That's what Karl-Heinz Rummenigge reminds me of. I think this guy really likes saving money. I think he likes money. And I like that because I like money too. But the thing is, I don't think you can just say success is like Davies. But like I said, Bayern have a few problems when it comes to making new signings. So first of all, we have to retain Alaba and Thiago. I don't want us to keep Tolisso because he's a player that... Imagine keeping Tolisso instead of Thiago. Not that you have an option if Thiago wants to leave. I'm just saying, imagine Thiago leaves and Tolisso is the guy to come in for him. That just kind of irritates me because Tolisso hasn't really done anything to just even stay here. I think there's a reason why we're probably going to sell him this summer. There's a big reason. He hasn't been able to hit the ground running since he signed in 2017. And I think that's the issue. So not only do you have to work on keeping players and retaining them and selling players. Remember, Bayern still are a selling club just as much as we're a buying club. We're still going to sell Ulreich. We're still going to probably sell Javi Martinez. We still have a few departures to handle. The little situation in the world definitely hinders a lot of the business that we would have done. I think without the virus situation, I think there would have been a lot more transfers, a lot more things. Monopoly money, Manchester City, of course. You know what Klopp said? I agree with Klopp. You break the rules. So let me get this straight for Man City. Just a little bit. 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds. So they broke the rules. They went to court and they were found guiltless. They were innocent. But they still had to pay a fee. So that's telling me that they were guilty, except they just removed the ban. That's it. They weren't guiltless. They weren't innocent. Okay? In a court of law, especially in the United States, if you say and accuse someone of something, you go to a court, prove yourself wrong or prove them wrong, and then the judge will make the verdict. And if it's a bigger case where it needs a trial, there'll be a jury. You'll have a jury. They'll look at the evidence. This thing didn't even happen publicly. It was just some hearing. I wanted to view videos, view live streams of this court hearing happening because we're fans. We're fans of the sport. We deserve to have known what happened to City. I want to know exactly what City said in that court that proved them right, because that's how juries work. I mean, the U.S., man. There's pictures, there's videos of what's happening in the courtroom. Some of the biggest cases of all time have been televised. And City just don't get anything happen because we know they're just slipping a few. Nah, take some olive oil. Yeah, go anoint your head with it. Yeah, that's what happened. That's really what happened. I fear about City more than transfer. I don't care. Why are we looking at the next Mahrez? Why would we even want this Mahrez? Why? No need for Pogba? Yeah, we don't need Pogba. Pogba's fine at Man United. Heung-min Son to Bayern. Well, that's probably just going to get us into the Europa League. Nah, I'm not a fan of just, throwing money at players. I think Son would cost too much. But what I'm thinking about is, so Bayern have to sell players, retain some players, but at the same time, sign players. There's a huge ask for the board here, but they have to be very careful. We have to be careful not to turn out to be the biggest losers. Just because we sign Sane doesn't mean we win the window. I'm not saying we win the window. We should win the window. I need to stop saying window. But I'm just saying we need to do something and be careful. If there's a player that's getting offers from clubs, let's not be afraid to take that offer because we're thinking about something else. If Javi Martinez is getting offers from the MLS, 5 million, we shouldn't be afraid to take 5 million. And that's my problem. That's the thing, not problem. That's my ask for the board a little bit. And also, when you have players that are leaving and you can potentially sign players, you also have to worry about the manager. I really want Hansi Flick to be backed. I think I will advocate, I'll be an activist for backing the manager. I believe in what Hansi Flick is building, not just what he's been doing. Of course, he's earned his way to be being backed. Not many managers did. Did Pep come here for one season of being an interim coach and then get the full-time job? No, that didn't happen. Did Carlo Ancelotti earn his, backing in the transfer windows? No. You can back your manager in different ways. If your manager wants something new at the training facility, the board are probably just going to say yes. That's backing your manager. But the most backing and the most important backing comes in the transfer window. Zidane went back to Real Madrid. They bought him Benjamin Mendy, they bought him Eden Hazard, they bought him Eder Militao, Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr. was already there. But they bought him like 4 or 5 players, 6 I think. That's backing your manager. And that's not necessarily, a thing where you have to spend 500 million to back your manager. No, you just have to buy them a player that they want. Luka Jovic. Yeah, they bought Jovic too. Exactly, 70 million or something like that they bought Jovic for. And that's the thing. They backed Zidane fully. Even though some of those players don't work now, Zidane still got backed. If Real Madrid win the Champions League again, don't be surprised. Don't ask yourself, how did this happen? No, it's because they backed Zidane to the point where he had to deliver. If Thiago leaves, we should get Fabian Ruiz. Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that. There's genuinely... I'm looking him up right now. I don't actually know exactly how old he is. He's 24. I mean, okay, fair enough. Seriously, there are some players out there that you can definitely look at and say, let's get him. But there's always just going to be that one thought in the back of your head, like, oh, is he good enough? Is he playing the way Bayern would like? I'm not sure. I'm just hopeful that the board can deliver. I'm just hopeful. The next 24 days are going to be important. Also, Bayern have a friendly on July the 31st. So, last day of this month, in about 15 days, we will have a friendly. I don't know who it's against. Don't really care. It would just be to keep the players sharp for the Chelsea game, which, you can look, every single Bayern board member person. I mean, I love how they, literally days before the Champions League draw, they were talking about how their ambition was to win it. They would like to win it. And then when the draw's made, it goes to, no, we want to take it step by step. And that's what I love about this board. They're so weird like that. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge also said, we like French players. They feel at home in Germany. So maybe we're going to sign some more French talent, aren't we? Tanguy Kausi coming into Bayern. That's definitely going to be a big thing. We're going to slap Chelsea and Barca and Napoli. Barca/Napoli. Don't know about slapping up Napoli or Barca, but there is definitely a feeling in my heart that Bayern squad will want to go a little bit more intense versus Chelsea, especially in the second leg where you want to increase that. Lewandowski will want to score like 20 goals. He'll want to have that. Right back from work, says Mind Bricks. Wow, amazing. Leverkusen and Chelsea almost done with agreement according to Falk. No. What agreement? Our board doesn't want the team to underestimate any team. That is a good thing. Exactly. I do like that when they say these types of things. I'm a fan of Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Not only as a player, but as just a businessman. I think I like how he views and approaches business. I like how he, does business, man. He's one of the biggest reasons why we've gotten some huge sponsorship deals over the last few years. Unai Hoeneß has been at the backbone of the club, pretty much just doing and making key decisions. Well, Kali has just been sitting in the back, making sure we're not broke sometimes, and I like that. I do like that in a businessman. That's the most important thing. So, yeah, we need to find a backup striker. So if Lewandowski gets hurt, well, that's another thing. Zirkzee is planned as our backup for next season, so he won't be going out on loan. Some people want him to. I personally don't. I don't think a loan is useful. It's pretty useless, to be completely honest. We see in 1 month where Kai Havertz goes. That's true, Galactus. That's true. I'm tired of this saga. You're tired of this saga. Wait till you're linked to a player for a year. Leroy Sané. Wait till that's happening. So, Atalanta and Atletico are also a threat. Well, people are sleeping on Leipzig, just as always. People thought Leipzig would get absolutely blown out of the water by Tottenham Hotspurs. But guess what happened? I think that happens with a lot of Bundesliga teams. And it actually, to me, it's fair because a lot of Bundesliga, well, mainly Dortmund, when they're in the knockout stages, they usually bottle a lot of results. Like, they'll be 2-1 up against PSG, but they'll just go lose 2-0. Like, why? Why not just win? If Bayern are 2-1 up against PSG at home, we'll go to the Parc des Princes and we will play them off the park and try to keep that result at 2-1 or even more. But Dortmund Dortmund, man, They just turn around and just start getting Sorry. Same won't play till next season. Wow. We'll see. He's not playing this season because it's the same season, but got extended. Turkey, is that what we're talking about? Dortmund will be weak next season. No, they won't be weak. I think Leipzig will just be stronger. Leipzig, people talk about ambition from our biggest rivals, supposedly, when they've been spending all this money. That's the thing with Dortmund. They spent how much money? Like 30 or 40 million on Jurgen Hazard, Eden Hazard's little brother. He's like 27 years old. They spent all that money on him. And I'm just confused. Dortmund are the type of club that I'm kind of confused by them, because do they always just want to be selling talent? Of course, I get it, but don't they want to win titles? Because Dortmund could win titles. They could have broken our streak any time. They could have done it last season because we won the title on the last day of the season. They could have done it if they hadn't bottled the 9-point lead. That's my thing with Dortmund. If Dortmund could just have a little bit more ambition, I think they'd just be a much better off club. If they could just go ahead and go, hey, Ferran Torres, you're a good player. Let's get you. This man's really saying the BBC. And when was the last time they reported this story? Yeah, look at Dortmund's transfers, man. It's absolutely woeful. The business they do. People think Dortmund is just so great in transfers because they get young players. No, not necessarily. Well, they might be good in young players, but they're not good in normal players. The All Black story is false. Fabrizio, well, I don't know why Chelsea fans think they're getting All Black. Why would All Black leave Atletico? Like, they're trying to win La Liga themselves. United and Dortmund almost is close to agreeing. Really? That's going to be crazy. We're going to need a cam and a right back. Ryan, I agree. I agree with you. I think we need a right back, a backup right back. There's this guy from Ajax, Sergino Dest, that we've been looking at for a few months. Not exactly sure what's happening because we haven't heard anything from coming out of the Bayern camp or even the Dest camp. Dest has publicly said Bayern are interested in him. But I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe Bayern are waiting for Ajax to return. But that wouldn't make any sense because Ajax will return way later into this year. So that's going to be crazy. Yeah, Dortmund and Barcelona like bottling titles the same kind of way. Like, they'll go up in a lead and then they'll just... the last season versus Tottenham, I was so surprised. Because at the time, I think Dortmund were playing better. They just went and got slapped in their own stadium. And I'm just so confused with how that happens with Dortmund. Ajax are asking for a stupid price. Do you think that's what's happening with Sergino Dest? Because that would be weird. Haaland says he wants to win the Bundesliga next season. Well, he's a Borussia Dortmund. They don't have any ambitions to win anything. You saw it. Leipzig just got Benjamin Henrichs, great player. And this Huang Chin Wan guy from, I don't know, I forgot. These Korean names get harder and harder. Heung-min Son, Hyung-won. Like, I feel like they're the exact same names, just with a different letter in between them. But they just got that guy. I wonder how the negotiations with RB Salzburg went. Yes? yes. Take him. That's what they said. Leipzig, man, getting a little feeder thing. I think next season we'll see what Leipzig's made of. But Julian Nagelsmann has a very immature squad, so we'll see what happens. Do you think 50+1 rule is keeping Bundesliga clubs out? No, I think it's a great rule. I just think something needs to happen. I think there needs to be maybe a little tweak. Maybe, you know what? Maybe you should allow clubs to increase their ticket prices. Here's my reasoning when I say clubs should be able to increase ticket prices without the interference of the 51% or majority of the fans disagreeing and just vetoing it. The reason why I say that is because fans, at the end of the day, we view football as entertainment. This is only an entertainment. If you weren't entertained by your team, I'm entertained by Bayern. That's why I really want to watch. I'm not going to watch something that I don't like. That's the fact. So, majority of the times, most people watch football for the entertainment. They go to the stadium for the experience, the entertainment. If you go to a movie theater, you're paying all this money just to watch a movie. All these actors are getting paid so much more money. And I think you get to pay more money for a better movie. You're not going to pay the same amount. You might even get a terrible movie for free, but it's going to be harder to get a better movie for free. It's just how I view things. I think people should be willing to pay more money to see better things on the pitch. Right. If a club like Hertha Berlin has the ambitions to want to be at the top and win trophies year in, year out and compete and challenge, if they have that, then their fans should be like, hey, we should pay a little bit more so our club can get to this level. And I think that's just how I see it. Chelsea is signing Mbappe. Come on, man. Why are you saying that? RB in Leipzig. Yeah. No, we know it's Red Bull, Marvel. It's definitely Marvel. It's not Rasenball. We know it's Red Bull Leipzig. They just needed something to say in there. Rasenball Sport Leipzig. No. Thoughts on Gnabry being our biggest big game player? That's kind of funny because I was thinking about it. Serge Gnabry, we have such a big game player in him. But Kimmich is a big game player too. This is what I meant when I said a lot of clubs don't have a big game player that can take a big game by themselves and win it. Right. And I was saying that. People are like, oh, Man City have De Bruyne. I'm like, bro, he's a great player. But he's not that type of individual moment of brilliance in a big match player. Serge Gnabry scoring 2 goals versus Chelsea in like a matter of 3 minutes. That's what I mean. Scoring 4 goals against Tottenham. That's what I mean. Scoring in a semi-final, in a final, Mönchengladbach, 2nd goal. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by a big game player. And I think Serge Gnabry did that. Liverpool, in both legs of that Liverpool game last season, Serge Gnabry and Kimmich, I would say were two, actually just Serge Gnabry. Kimmich was good too, but when I'm saying in the attacking wise, Serge Gnabry was our best attacker. He was lively. He was the reason we scrapped a 1 goal. He was the only reason we got a goal. That was crazy. We should sign Van de Beek. Last season, Mane was offside. No, he wasn't. He was fine. Will Davies be a 1-season wonder? No, he won't. No, he won't, Manju. I think people would like to believe that, but he won't be no 1-season wonder. Davies just doesn't strike me as a type of player to even slow down. The way he plays, yeah, it's just not it. Ibrahimovic is the best player in the world. Hasn't won. Yeah, you're smoking something, man. You're smoking some cake per. That's what you're smoking. Some different drug that no one's discovered yet. Can't wait to thrash Chelsea once and for all so they start respecting Bayern. I mean, look, I have Chelsea. I have one Chelsea friend. One friend who's a Chelsea fan. This man constantly told me every single day, Chelsea will kill Bayern. Bayern, Farmers League. That's what they say. That's what they say a lot of the times. But then we came up, smacked them up. And now look, they're all, they were humble the day after, the weeks after. And then this little Sirona happened. We didn't play them. So they started getting a little bit of an ego. They were like, oh, we can beat Bayern. We didn't have Kante. That's why we lost. We didn't have this player. This player wasn't playing well. They forgot exactly how we beat them. They forgot exactly how we just tore them apart. They just forgot. And in the Champions League, it's not some group stage game. It's a freaking knockout game. A lot of Chelsea fans just kind of forgot what Bayern did to them. And then that slowly crept in. And now they're feeling confident that Chelsea can score 4 goals. How is a Chelsea fan just telling me Chelsea can score 4 goals against Bayern and go through or win 4-1? Like, they're forgetting just exactly what Bayern did to win. They're forgetting what Davies did to all their defenders. They're forgetting how Lewandowski and Gnabry split them open twice in a matter of 5 minutes. Just so quickly. They're forgetting how Müller hit the bar in like the first 15 minutes. They're forgetting these things, man. You will beat us. Thanks for saying that. Give Alaba a new contract and Thiago. Sign it right. You know what I think we should happen, Abdullah? I think we shouldn't do any of that. I think we should just promote a few youngsters and give them their opportunity to finally break. Yeah, that's what some people believe in. I think people think youngsters can just get into the Bayern first team like that. I remember when Chelsea had Mbappe in youth. Oh, jeez. Bundesliga needs to get some better coaches. I think this league has the best coaches in the world, or in terms of the amount. Julian Nagelsmann, Marco Rose. You have some real ballsy coaches. Dortmund have a crap coach. I don't know how they still have Lucien Favre in there. Hansi Flick. We have some real balling coaches, man. Just some of them just can't get backed. I think Bayern are the best team in the world this year. I mean, look, we have to win the best trophy in the world, the most important trophy. If we don't win the Champions League, people will just go back to what they've been saying about Bayern. Bottlers, farmers. That's the thing. That's what happens. Dortmund need a coach. You're right. They probably need like a Pochettino, someone that can build the project. But I think Dortmund need. I always thought they needed a Simeone, someone that just brings a mentality. I don't think Pochettino would fit because he doesn't have the mentality to win. I think Dortmund just need someone that's going to come in and just do something crazy. True Devils, Bundesliga is horrendous. Yeah, then Sancho's crap. Coman should be our best winger if he had better finishing. Oh, no, he won't. What do you mean? That's like me saying, wow, my girlfriend would be the hottest girl in the world if she was hot. That don't make no damn sense. Like, she's not hot. How can she be one of the hottest girls in the world if she's hot? Like, no. Anyone can be the best winger in the world if he has something. Mustafi would be the best defender of all time if he could defend. Just so weird. I don't know. Oh, jeez. Nah. Remove Pochettino to Dortmund. They have the same mentality. They'll probably get to the final stage and bottle it. So that's what I don't like. So I just don't want that. I just don't want that. After getting the transfer ban uplifted, Chelsea are like dogs without an owner. Yeah, they have no sense of money usage. No, they're like an owner without a dog. But they say they have a. Never mind. I forgot what I was trying to say. Coman should transform like Goretzka. Yeah, you're right. Just getting like Adama Traore. In fact, yeah, get him some muscles, man. Look at my muscles. Oh, I'm starting to do push-ups in the morning, so you see how they're starting to pop up. Oh, my chest is getting bigger too, and it hurts. I don't know why does it hurt now that I feel it. Okay, well I didn't feel it before. I'm just gonna flex simultaneously as I try to speak. But Coman should definitely start going to the gym. Do muscles help you or do muscles make you susceptible to injuries? Maybe. I don't know. Don't violate us. Oh jeez. No, I'm happy with just everything that's happening. If Karl-Heinz Rummenigge is saying it, then I agree. I think we would like more Davises. We like players that can be cheap, but just have one thing they may need to improve on. Actually, Davies didn't even. Why is there a day called National Nude Day? Why is that a thing? Yeah, Goretzka just got packed. Jeez. Yeah, we need more players that do that. More muscles equals more muscle injuries. No, that's not how it works. No. No. That's surely not how it works. Then what? Would Ronaldo and Lewandowski just be getting injured every week? Lewandowski is muscle packed. This guy has muscles in places I couldn't imagine having muscles. And that's the thing. I just don't think that's how it works, my guy. I don't think so. Akinfenwa. See, yeah, that's another one too. The Beast. Oh, I don't understand why people are always all of the teams are garbage. They never think that Bayern is just really good and the other teams aren't as good as them. That's true. That is true. Lewandowski has, this guy's doing he's riding a bicycle with his legs and he's hanging in the air. And I'm just seeing all these 50 different muscle groups that I didn't know existed in my own body. I lost my abs. I think because when I was in school, I obviously had weights class, so I had something to be building muscle in. But now I don't have anything. Now I just sit home and pretty much all day. I don't go anywhere. I can go anywhere I want, but I don't choose to go anywhere. I think I have more fun just staying at home doing different things. And I work from home anyway, so later at night too. So I just don't have so much time to be wasting on anything else. Wow, you just grown an interest into this guy. I swear you didn't know who he was probably a day ago. And so people just started, I guess I'll look at him. But if Bayern aren't looking at him, why do I give a crap? Oh yeah, why don't Chelsea sign that guy? Berama? Yeah, sign him. He probably would like to go to your club anyways. Yeah, sign that guy. Yeah, I don't know why we're looking for these types of ballers. 24, Algerian. So just because he's in the champion. Why the hell are we looking for a player in the championship? We're trying to win the Champions League, not championship. Chelsea is main people. Yeah, look at him. Look at him all you want. I don't really give a crap. What do you think about Coman? He's irritating. And since, look, if I say anything bad, I will be in very big trouble. He's very irritating. And since Sane can't play in the UCL, I think Perisic should play. Should play. Oh, you think so? No, I think Coman, yes, can be irritating, but he's always a threat, isn't he? He's always going to offer something different. He can offer a penalty. You know, he can draw one, and then that's how we win or something. I don't know. Coman's definitely just going to help, though. I think that's it. We went for a baller in the... Yeah, MLS is better than the championship. MLS is the best league in the world because it's the most competitive. We're going to break Chelsea, Liverpool, and Barca hearts by not giving Alaba and Thiago to anyone. Yeah, I think I would love that. Liverpool fans have just simultaneous. They didn't even know who Thiago was 3 weeks ago. But then they just changed their minds. Now all of a sudden he's the best midfielder in the world. So confused. You know, it's so reactionary just because you're linked to him. By the way, leave a like on the video. Thank you to everyone that's supporting the channel, helping us grow quicker and quicker. We're at 1,000, whatever many subscribers we're on. We're trying to get to 1,600, so I'd appreciate it if each and every one of you can share the videos. See, if you share the videos, if 30 people share the video to one person, that's 60 people. Oh, see, that is just how I work. They just watch their midfield. That's true. Thiago linked to Man United. Well, that's so confusing. Why would Thiago leave Bayern to go to Man United? Just don't make no sense. No, that's just so weird. I think I get so bored sometimes. Come to our Flick group. What would you know, Discord, Lenny. There's a Discord server, BayernNow. 1,600 sounding as unambitious. What do you mean? 1,600 is a big number. It's the biggest number in the world. See, Lenny, we have a Discord server. What would you like me to download this app to do on there? What would I do that I can't do on Discord? Jeez. Bayern need to, see, there's a link. Join the Discord server. That's the link for the Discord. I don't use it, but yeah, the people that use it, I don't know how to stay active on something that doesn't interest me as much. I don't know who made me want to have a Discord server, but I created one, and some guy, he's the real owner of the Discord, because of course I can do everything I want on it, but he's the one that actually created it to look like this. It actually looks really professional. I don't know why. I don't even use it. Lewandowski has to win the Ballon d'Or. Yeah. Do you think he has to win the Champions League, though? I do want to understand that. Do you think Lewandowski has to win the Champions League? That's the most important thing. The big question that we have to ask Bayern. We have to ask someone. Thank you to Elliot for subscribing to the channel. Really do appreciate all of you. Now you want Havertz, Barama, and Jovic. You need a whole new... That's greedy. Yeah, I don't know what Chelsea's doing, man. No, I'm actually confused. I asked Chelsea fans and they thought I was hating on their club. You know, why do you need Havertz when that's... Nah, man. Yeah, no, you're just buying players to buy players at this point. It's just so confusing to me. I hope you can figure out what's wrong with you and we can solve it together, but I'm just confused. Exactly. Why do you want Jovic when you have Warner? That's a great question. You should ask yourself, Jonathan. Where is Bakayoko? Someone mentioned that. His generational talent. Wow, interesting. Everyone's generational. There's a good player and there's, to y'all these days, everyone's a legend. Everyone's generational. Like, how can every single player that plays just be generational? Like, how can any good player just be a generational talent? There's so many players that just won't be ballers. People think this, Madrid Takufuso guy is just going to be the next Messi. What the hell? How are you just saying that? Robinho was supposed to be generational. There are so many ballers that were supposedly generational. And where are they now? Some of these players are playing in some bum leagues. I don't even know where they are. Wasn't Danny Welbeck supposed to be like one of the best strikers of all time if he fulfilled his potential? Where is this guy now? I don't even know. I think he's playing at Arsenal still. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, black one is clicked. Yeah, that's probably true. Oh shoot. Did Chelsea lose? Someone said Chelsea lost. Yeah, we need Chelsea to lose. I'm actually very, very uninterested, to be completely honest. I think Norwich is just gonna pull up with some new energy or something. I don't know. I don't really care. Maybe a draw. Bakayoko was a flop at Chelsea, but good in Milan. Nah, it's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about these bang average players that are just supposedly generational. You can't just throw that word out. The same way with the legend word. I don't like when people just throw that out. There's so many players that are just good. Not every player that plays for you can be a legend. Not every good player can be a legend. There's some players that just go in history as a good player. Just because they win something, they're not a legend. How many Brazil players that won the World Cup with Brazil are football legends, in your opinion? How many of them? It's just so confusing when people just say, oh, legend, legend, legend. You gotta relax. There's different levels. And I always believe with the word legend, I always put, when I think of legend, I think people want me to put certain players next to Franz Beckenbauer, because that's a legend for me. Like, that's a legend. There's a reason why the Bayern Museum has 18 Hall of Famers. 18 out of the hundreds of players we've had in our history. Only 18 of them are in the Hall of Fame. There's a reason why. Because they have left a real mark on Bayern's history. They have revolutionized their position or something. They have changed this club. Thomas Muller is a football legend. People are like, what? Muller is a footballer. Yes, he's the first footballer to just only really have intelligence. That's it. And he really made a position. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. It's really, really crazy. Atletico Madrid. Wow, I never thought of this. Atletico have 10 league titles. They have 10 Copa del Reys. They have 3 Europa League titles. They have 3 UEFA Super Cups. Atletico are some real ballsy team, aren't they? Bayern future looking good with Cousins, Adrian Fine, Davies, Dejaku, Musiala, and Tillman. You're right. We have a lot of youngsters that are coming through. I do want Fine to succeed very badly. Anyone look at the Nuremberg? I didn't know they got promoted. I was confused when I went to this Nuremberg channel. It was completely German. And the guy was screaming in the last minute. I'm like, is he screaming just because they finally scored a goal? And I looked at the results and they actually stayed in the second Bundesliga. Nuremberg are like the exact definition of a Sunderland, where you're coming from a big league and all of a sudden you're getting relegated. They started the season very well, to be fair. Chelsea's going to be fire next. I don't really care. Can we stop talking about Chelsea now? I don't really give a crap about them that much. There's just no interest in my heart to talk about Chelsea. I'd rather talk about freaking Burnley or, Paderborn. I'd rather discuss that. Top 3 goalkeepers for you, Szczesny. Why is Szczesny number 1? You must be Polish or something. Ter Stegen or Black? Well, top 3, I'd say Oblak, Neuer, and No, Neuer has to be 3. Who's 2? I don't know who my second goalkeeper would be. Maybe like a Messi. Yeah, no, Kyle Walker. He's looking like a great goalkeeper. See, I don't like Ter Stegen, man. I'll put Courtois in there because he's doing really well at Real Madrid, and he was supposedly finished. Don't know. Oblak, Neuer, and Courtois. Oh, Galactus, we agree. Yeah, I don't know about Ter Stegen, man. He's finished. Ter Stegen's crap. How can he not even be number 1? No, that's the number 1 thing. Hold on. Oblak, Alisson, and Neuer. I actually want to know. So, Alisson. Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, take out Courtois. It'd be Oblak, Alisson, and Manuel Neuer. I think that's my top 3 goalkeepers in the world right now. So that's the most. Who's everyone's top 3? Actually, let's do our. After top 3, we'll do the top. After that, we'll do the front 3. Neuer, Oblak, Ederson. A lot of people are saying the PSG front 3 is better than Bayern's front 3. Just because Neymar and Mbappe. I think people look at paper too much. On paper, I'm like, bro, stop looking at paper. Just look at their quality, look at their consistency, look at everything, look at their seasons. Just not it. Stop living in 2014. Well, Neuer is a bowler, man. I don't know what you're talking about. And it's not like he stopped being good after 2014. The only reason he wasn't good, I would say, in 2017 and 18 was because of the injury he had. But ever since the injury, it took him a month or 2 to fully get back into his own self. And since then, he's been one of the best goalkeepers in the world. He's been a key reason why Bayern have succeeded this season to the point we have. Neuer, Oblak, Alisson. I mean, if anyone doesn't actually look at Neuer, it's because you play too much FIFA, take the controller and knock yourself in the head with it. Because that's not what happens. Lewandowski and Gnabry is the best duo for this season, better than all. Yeah, no, Lewandowski and Muller are the best duo in terms of actual. I mean, you can say Coman, Muller, but I don't even think Coman has our most goal contributions outside of him, and I don't know. There's an interesting way of looking at it. I'm not exactly sure. Alright, but thank you to everyone that's watching today. I'm kind of annoyed because the Champions League is really taking a while to get here. I'm just hoping I wake up and it's like, I might take a break on this channel for like 2 weeks. How's everyone feel about that? Yeah, because I really need Bayern to be playing. I know I thought I would survive this, but I'm really bored. I'd take us losing to the final than waiting 3 months to watch Bayern again. I'm not doing that. That's low quality content for me. I won't take a break. 2 weeks. I won't take a break, but I do need a break. Not a break. Not this type of break. I just need Bayern to come back sooner. That's my break. Be a 2-day break. That'd probably be cool. Lewandowski and Gnabry has been the dynamic duo. Plus Muller has been amazing with Sane. Yeah, I need to make a Niklas Zula video. Yeah, just to really suck his PP just before he comes back. Yeah, I do need to do that, don't I? The long pass of Neuer. Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. Tim Wang Yang Pang. I'm sorry. I just butchered that name totally. Top 3. Do we have to pick different teams for each striker? Yeah, top 3 in the world. That's what I'm trying to say. What were you about to say? Bayern, Lewandowski, Zagzi? No, I mean just top 3 strikers in the world, top 3 left wingers in the world, and top 3 right wingers in the world. Actually, there aren't that many right wingers anymore. Yeah, most right-footed players prefer left-hand side, and there's more right-footed players in the world. So, yeah, how many? We need some more left-footed players. Yeah, that's why we need Havertz. Chesney won his league unlike Ter Stegen and Oblak. What do you mean Ter Stegen hasn't won? He's won like 10 at Barcelona. All they do is win La Liga. It's kind of because, I mean, Real Madrid just don't give a crap about that either. So, because Kovac was defensive, that was true. I don't know why that means anything. Kylian Mbappe, Lewandowski, and Lionel Messi. Wow, I agree. You know what? We'll wait and see. But thank you everyone so much for watching. We'll finish it tomorrow, won't we? Remember when Ajax had Ziyech and De Jong? Yeah, they were crazy, but yeah, Ajax do what Ajax do, and that's just get rid of their best players and give them out. Kylian, Lewandowski, and Mane. Yeah, where is Mane in that equation? Mane is, for me, amazing. You know, you always just think of one game that they were crapping. You know, the Atletico Madrid game. That's the game that I'm thinking about whenever I think of any Liverpool player now. Because it's the game that meant the most in their season. I don't care. Well, for Liverpool, maybe winning the Premier League was always just great. But winning the Champions League is... You win the Champions League, you're just so happy. You're just... Neymar is best. I think so too. Neymar is the best left winger in the world. I think people are underrating Neymar just because of the fact that he hasn't been... I'm happy we didn't sign any of them, SKB. I'm happy. Alright, you're back. Well, I'm out. Thank you everyone so much for watching. What are we talking about? Well, we're talking about just the best left wingers, strikers in the world. We're talking about just anything. But, I mean, the title, we already talked about that. I just don't want to talk about it more. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia san mia and peace.